show. How's your evening? How's Conclave been, SR-9? We've got some fantastic things planned for you this evening. To join me, the Conclave Late Night Show, I'd like to bring on stage somebody who has participated in NOAC ceremonies multiple times, a past Coosa Lodge Chief, and the current CVC of ceremonies for Section SR-9. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Will Tidwell.
Steamboat Willie!
Steamboat Willie!
Will, how are you?
Feeling bookish.
Sucking that beer.
We'll share this mic.
All right.
Will, welcome to the Conclave Late Night Show. How are things going?
They're going well. How are you?
Things are great. Conclave's been awesome, and let me say, these airmen are fantastic.
I would second that motion.
Will seconds that motion. Will, welcome to the Conclave Late Night Show. We like to have fun here, so I'd like to play something called the Whisper Game. You okay with that?
Do I get to whisper?
Well, Will, how the game works is one of us will wear these headphones playing loud music, and the other will whisper something to the person wearing headphones, and that person has to try and guess what they're saying. Are you up for it?
I think so.
All right. I'll go first. Let's get these headphones on.
What are you gonna listen to? Skip with the flip up. Two folks. Play young song. But then you also was listening to Play Bad Blood. Was it Bad Blood?
I guess I'm gonna go first. All right. So. Home Depot.
The Hungry Hippo? One more time.
Home Depot.
The only hippo.
It was the Home Depot.
All right, Will, your turn.
Teapot. The Home Depot.
It's a great song, Brother, by Need to Breathe. Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Wow. All right, I'm up.
All right. Albuquerque.
Coosa Lodge?
Let's try it again. Albuquerque.
I love ice cream.
Closer.
This music is really loud.
It's extremely loud. Albuquerque.
Alright, I got it. Eguatawari.
Guess it's. No, it's not geographically closer.
Alright, well, let's try this one more time.
All right. Albuquerque.
Ready. Conclave! No. No, what is it?
It's Albuquerque.
Will, that's not even fair. Chicken wings? You're up next.
Actually, whisper.
Okay, they want me to whisper. All right. Here, I'll just come over here. Will you stay over here? The word is sequoia. Say it to Will's face.
My mission is not great. Can't see you.
Sequoia.
Oh yeah.
Samoas?
Not quite Girl Scout cookies, Will. Well, let's go one more time.
Toga.
Will, one more time. You've got this. All right, I'll emphasize really well this time. Sequoia.
Conclave.
All right, we'll go one more time, just for one Pete's sake. Will, the word is sequoia.
Square.
Will, the word sequoia.
It's sequoia.
Will, what a great way to start the Conclave Late Night Show.
You know what?
But let's get a little serious. Let's get a little bit serious. Can you tell me what's written on the banners over here?
So, that one over there says the strong, and that one over there says the willing.
Is he right, Conclave?
No.
That's right. As everyone learned in last night's video and today's training session, our Conclave theme is the strong and the willing. Those both come from our founder's vigil name, Dr. Goodman and Carol Edson. Will, how does the theme apply to you and the many young youth here at Conclave?
Well, I think the theme has a lot of very applicable meanings. With being willing, you really want to be willing to serve, and strong, you need to be strong in your resolution and your character. I think that sometimes it's not always easy to be strong and willing, but sometimes it's just the right thing to do. For they who chose you need you, and things along those lines.
Sometimes you have to be the strong and the willing. At the same time. Today in my training session, the theme session, the strong and the willing, we talked about the role of the advisor with the strong and the willing. What do you think advisors can do to be the strong and the willing?
I think that the strong and the willing part of being an advisor, I think that the willing comes from being willing to accept new and fresh, brand new ideas that will come straight out of left field, because that's really where innovation comes from. Because you know that when you have willing units, that makes strong chapters. And when you have willing chapters, that makes strong lodges, and willing lodges make strong sections.
Well, you couldn't have said it better.
Which is pretty remarkable.
Will, how is this theme relevant to the hundreds of young, brand new airmen here tonight with us at Conclave?
Well, so when I originally thought about the strong and the willing, I didn't really think of them as nouns. They're not really something I normally thought of as nouns. I thought of them as adjectives. I think that's the correct grammatical term. And when I think of the strong and the willing, I kept trying to think of what would be applicable to young, brand new airmen that would know what some of the analogies that I make, because Acoustic Lodge people know I make lots of analogies.
Be a boat. Boat.
So I thought of an arrow. So just like an arrow in a quiver, a member or a candidate is chosen from its troop, and they must be willing to be chosen, and they must be strong, because as our pre-ordeal script says, our text, the the arrows that are chosen are the surest and the straightest and the strongest. And these members must be willing to go upon this journey. And I think that this is perfect because we call them arrowmen.
Will, that was really good, relating the arrow to being the strong and the willing. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together for our special guest, Will Tidwell. Will, thanks for joining us in the Conclave Late Night Show. By the way, the word was Sequoia. Have a good night.
Sequoia!